We've had a government that has been committed to emissions trading schemes, and they've snuck them through. They've discussed about a tax on car emissions. We've had a tax on lawnmowers and two-stroke engines. We've got this a year's worth of national electricity guarantee work that was abandoned under the face of a bit of pressure. We've got money being sent off to bodies without enough scrutiny, $443 million to the Great Barrier Reef Foundation. We've got billions of dollars or hundreds of millions of dollars shipped off to the Clinton Foundation, the United Nations, signing up to Paris. You can go through all the litany of failures in this government, and it's why I'm no longer a part of the Liberal Party. And that judgment was one that I made because I couldn't go along with it. But for every failure on this side, and the base politics of moving a no-confidence motion is very straightforward, it is repeated on the other side of the chamber, because they've done worse. They've knifed 2 prime ministers. At the moment, the Liberal Party's only knifed 1. Right? You can go. They've got bigger emissions trading targets. They want to outsource more of Australian sovereignty to international organisations. They want basically an open border policy. You know they're going to tax and spend. They're going to tinker and work harder against people's superannuation again. They're going to change capital gains tax. They're going to overturn negative gearing, which is a principle of business. And they cannot tell you whether they're going to apply it to commercial property, to share transactions, to residential property. We know that half of them are sold out to China, but we also know that that's happened on this side as well. It is shameful what politics has become. And the crisis, which you can look around the place and you can ask the Australian people, they render it with their votes, because about 30 or 40% of the people now are voting outside of the major parties. That is where the vote of no confidence is coming. And I regret that has allowed some base opportunism to spring up for people who are in positions of influence to wield it for their personal gratification, to grandiose and big note themselves, rather than do something that is actually in the best interests of the country.